for Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. I hope that you're having a terrific Tuesday so far. During the overnight hours and early morning hours today, we saw a healthy amount of snow, especially in the high country across the Beehive State. Brighton picked up in the last 24 hours over 2 feet of snow at 27 inches, but between Solitude and Brighton in the overnight hours alone, between 17 and 20 inches, while Little Cottonwood Canyon, Alta, and Snowbird over the last 24 hours has picked up 21 inches of snow. In the overnight hours, they picked up 16 inches of snow. Beaver Mountain the last 24, 19, Deer Valley 16. Most of our resorts across the state have already picked up over a foot of snow just within the last 24 hours, and over the last 48 hours, most resorts have picked up over 2 feet of snow, but Brian Head, just in the last 24 hours, 11 inches of snow, and we have a lot more heading our way as we go throughout the rest of today through tomorrow. Here's the snow stake at Powder Mountain showing the storm total over 2 feet of snow, with definitely over a foot of snow just within the last, I would say, 24 hours since 4 o'clock yesterday. And again, we do have more snow, and snow is continuing to fall in the high country in northern Utah. We saw some snow in Moab earlier today, but we still have mostly cloudy skies above. But the skies have calmed just a little bit around Moab, even though we're still tracking a few showers in the eastern portion of the state. And here's the view from Ensign Peak looking down into the Salt Lake Valley. No haze to see here. Another good product of seeing our stormy weather, but it is breezy to say the least. And it's a bit chilly out there as well. We're sitting at 37 degrees with a westerly breeze at 21 miles per hour, gusting to 28. And we're going to see wind gusts across the state over 20 miles per hour. In some spots, we'll actually see some wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. So it will be a breezy day once again. Daytime highs will be close to the temperatures that we're seeing out there currently, and a little bit cooler compared to what we saw yesterday, thanks to the system bringing in some slightly cooler temperatures, mainly mid to upper 30s along the Wasatch Front. We'll see a high of 37 in Cedar City, 48 degrees in St. George, and outside of any wet weather chance like we're seeing, it's mainly going to be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, with the snow showers generally carrying over in the high terrain as we go through the daytime hours. But if you notice over towards Elko, we're starting to see a little bit of snow finding its way into northeast Nevada because a bigger system coming in from the Pacific Northwest, it's working its way in our direction, and that's what's going to be impacting our weather by tonight through our Wednesday. And that's why we still have the winter storm warnings continuing for more or less all our mountains across the Beehive State. The northern mountains, this winter storm warning continues through 5 o'clock tomorrow. For the central and southern mountains, that continues through 5 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So wet weather will eventually clear from north to south, and we also have a winter storm watch for southeastern Utah, the LaSalle and Abajo mountains, and we're expecting even healthier accumulations when it comes to our mountains across the state. So let's go ahead and time things out. Begin the Futurecast 3 o'clock this afternoon, and the Futurecast kind of showing what we're seeing out there currently. Just a few snow showers in the high terrain, but as we go from this afternoon into this evening, you can start to see the wet weather potential ramping up in the northern portion of the state and down south as well. And then as that cold front moves its way towards us, we could see widespread wet weather across the state during the overnight hours and for first thing tomorrow morning, where we can more or less see snow showers up and down the I-15 corridor. In St. George, we're expecting rain, but with that cold front moving through by tomorrow morning into the afternoon, as that colder air continues to trickle in, we could see a wintry mix or even times of straight snow even in lower Washington County. And as this cold front continues to move from west to east, we'll likely see that wraparound moisture, scattered snow showers likely to continue throughout the day on Wednesday before that moisture begins to clear from north to south. And by Thursday morning into the Thursday afternoon, that's when that system finally clears and we'll finally get some calmer weather. But the calmer weather won't be completely, it won't stick around for too long, because in northern Utah by Friday we could see another weak system move its way in. But here's a look at the snow potential through Wednesday with our next system moving. And northern mountains could pick up an additional 8 to 16, while the Uintas can pick up 6 to 12. Central mountains 8 to 16, and then down in our southern mountains we could pick up an additional 1 to 2 feet of snow, which at the end of the day means we're expecting more healthy snow for our mountains. But for our northern valleys, including the Wasatch Front, we could pick up an additional 1 to 4 inches of snow, 2 to 6 for our central valley. Southern valleys could pick up 5 to 10. St. George, a trace of snow, definitely a possibility, and maybe even upwards of 3 inches, so minor accumulations. Benches 3 to 8, mountain valleys 4 to 10, Castle Country 2 to 5, and the Uinta Basin could pick up 1 to 4. But with this storm system moving in, expecting more road impacts, with mainly moderate impacts expected to the I-15 corridor, but some high impacts for the high country and portions of northern and down in southern Utah. And the Wednesday morning commute could be slippery really across most of the state. As for St. George, we're going to have the chance of rain as we go through today, and then possibly rain and snow showers for our Wednesday. Looking mostly dry Thursday and then Friday. Still going to see some residual winds on Thursday, but temperatures will gradually moderate. We should be close to 60 degrees by Sunday under partly cloudy skies. And along the Wasatch Front, that chance for snow will start to increase through the second portion of the afternoon into tonight. Snow showers continue through our Wednesday, mostly dry on Thursday, then bring back that slight chance on Friday, mostly dry on Saturday. Then the active weather could ramp back up as we turn the page into early next week. Brian, Jillian?
Looking forward to those